What's really fascinating about IFS is it takes the physical, the energetic, the mental, and the spiritual, and it sort of carves out like pieces of the pie. Parts by Dick Schwartz. He's the founder of Internal Family Systems. IFS isn't the only parts work modality, but parts work is something that has absolutely changed my life and is something that I see change people's lives on a fairly regular basis. What's really interesting specifically about parts work, and again, IFS, Internal Family Systems, is just one modality. It's one way. I don't think it's the right one. I just happen to be trained in it, and I happen to have clinicians who worked with me who were trained in it too. What's really fascinating about IFS is it takes the physical, the energetic, the mental, and the spiritual, and it sort of carves out like pieces of the pie. So for example, most people can recognize that they have kind of an angry inner child or a sad inner child, or well, my inner child feels this. Your inner child's experience is going to be very different than your adult experience. But what tends to happen is that that inner child's experience tends to be congruent along the mental, the energetic, the physical, and the spiritual unto themselves. It's kind of like a cheesecake sampler, if that makes sense. So there'll be like a piece of like double chocolate cheesecake next to a piece of like raspberry cheesecake. The adult part being the raspberry cheesecake, the younger part being the double chocolate. And specifically modalities and tools that I found helpful in first as a client, and then that I trained in as a clinician. And for each and every one of them, internal family systems, somatic experiencing, and yoga therapy, each one of those trainings made me a better person too.